more scores, this one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, Swift. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. And the tight end goes in motion left. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up the first down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. They'll start on the ground here on first down. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
12 more yards there and another first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. Touchdown!
Jamison Williams.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Slot man moves right. Off off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
He completes it to Olave.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Play action. It's Wilson.
And this one too low.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And in for the Steelers' touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's airing it out for Williams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Jamison Williams
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because
he's got a man complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They go play action with Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They go play action now. Wilson. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He got 29 yards that time.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Swift.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
One more time with Swift.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments.
And that's caught inside the 30. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Jamison Williams,
75 yards.
and the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in.
He's got a man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson. He's going to look deep for Moore. Touchdown!
Elijah Moore
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there.
70 yards. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point just does sneak over the bar, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now it's Wilson. Under pressure, and they defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Steelers send out their punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Brought in at the 21. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
62 yards.
And the Chiefs continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by...
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there.
with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
There's Wilson to throw.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this in. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
It's caught on the right side, Williams.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
The Chiefs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnovers.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
And this is caught inside the 5.
Let's go.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 C6. I said, let's go.
Wilson. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
There's the stiff arm.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Mahomes going to throw it here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And now here's another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And another touchdown, maybe rubbing it in a little here. That post-game handshake between coaches might be tense.
Yeah, I would say it will be a little bit tense, but you have to look at it from the side of the victor. They're in a tight battle. They may need those points in case of a tiebreaker at the end of the year.
The extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now
as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.